Hi everyone, welcome back to our beginners van build series. So today we're going to be installing the roof fan. So we're going to be putting that in there. So we don't have a ladder or anything, so I'm literally just on the bin, got one foot on the bed to stabilise myself, and I just looked up on top of the roof for the first time, and you can see that there is actually a bit of flat bit on the roof dedicated to installing a fan. So what that means is the insulation and sound deadening sheets we had here needs to come off and now go in that panel, because this was the panel that we originally wanted the roof fan to go into, but I suppose we didn't even see that outline there. That didn't even cross our minds. So I've already ripped the insulation off, which is sat over there, and then we're gonna take the sound deadening sheets off, put them on there. I suppose we're gonna have to use another adhesive now, and then start cleaning it. So I've moved the sound deadening sheets, but we're gonna leave the insulation just to do tomorrow, because we want the adhesive to, you know, cure overnight. And whilst we're drilling holes, obviously it's gonna be vibration, so we don't want the insulation just to fall off, so we're just gonna leave it and do it tomorrow. So we've both been watching just YouTube videos all morning, just to understand all the possible ways and all the possible steps what we can do. And we've watched videos in the past, so we feel we've got all of the right equipment. But I've said this before and I'll say it again, we are both complete amateurs when it comes to doing all aspects of the van build. So we've literally, so to install this fan, we've just watched YouTube videos, which obviously that's the go-to for most things these days. And we've watched a couple this morning, and we made a sort of list as to all the steps that we're gonna do. So first of all, we're gonna show you the actual fan that we're gonna install today. So we're going with the Fiamma Turbo Vent Premium. Here are its dimensions, and you can see that it's 45.5 by 45.5. And then if I just flip the camera around and this fan, you can see that it's got a touch control panel. Before we get up there and, you know, wash it down ready for this fan to be installed, we're first going to use some of the 38 by 25 timber that we use for the structural support for the bed. So this is some of the wood that we've got left over, and we're going to use this to make a frame that the van is going to be drilled into, so it's sat in there securely.
So I'm actually going to use the fan to build the frame. Because it's going to sit inside it, we can actually just build it around it, because that will keep it nice and square and it'll be perfect fit. So I'm just going to cut 2 longer bits, so these will go right to the edge, there and there, and then 2 shorter bits which will sit in between them. Alright,
so we have our frame. We've both just got a coat and jumper on because it's getting a bit chilly. So this sits here on the underside of the roof, which the fan itself is going to be drilled into. So now what we need to do is basically get on top of here and clean it before we cut the hole. But yeah, we don't have a ladder yet, so wish me luck. Alright, so that is now a lot cleaner than it was. I haven't done the whole van just because it'll take a bit of time, and obviously we just want to get the fan installed and the solar panels still need to go on, so when we're at that stage then we'll clean the whole roof, but for now I'm happy with that. Alright, so I've just got like the masking tape, and I've measured out the centre point and did a little dot, and then because we're measuring out 39 centimetres square, I measured, 19.5 either side of the dot, so I've got my 4 dots in each of the 4 sides. Now I'm just going to get a ruler to draw my lines so I've got a perfect square. So there's our square all marked out, 39 by 39, so now we're gonna get cutting, so fingers crossed. Alright, there's the 4 holes, no going back now. Alright, 1 hole. And now to file the edges with the world's thinnest file. Cool, and now that's done, and painstakingly taking the masking tape off. I hate working with masking tapes, it's always so. I just wish we used the other tape now. But so now I'm just gonna use the paintbrush and use Fortress Special Metals Primer just to go around the edges, ready for the adhesive, and then that'll be dry in an hour. So see you in an hour. So we're watching the restoration couple install their Fiamma roof vent. And it's quite funny because where they put the wooden frame to drill the screws into, they actually missed the wood. So yeah, let's not do that. But the restoration couple are very good. They've helped us quite a lot with our van build, along with many other YouTubers. So I'm just laying some mastic first, now that the primer's dry. Alright, so now that the mastic's in place, I'm just going to go around the outside of this fan with some Sikaflex, making sure not to get the wires. Being quite generous with it because we've got another bottle. So now we've got the Sikaflex applied, I'm going to pick up the fan and I'm going to put it in the hole. So I need to make sure, just when you're doing this, just make sure that the hinges are facing forward, because you don't want to be driving into the wind with the lid facing forward. You want it to be opening backwards so the wind goes over the lid. So now the fan's in place, and the Sikaflex is going to do quite a lot of the bonding, but now I'm going to go up there and I'm going to screw the fan into place. So Tasha's going to be under here, she's going to hold this into place, I'm going to screw the fan into place. And then once that's done, our next step then is to put the control panel on top of this. Alright, now it's all screwed into place. I'm just going to go around each of the screw heads with the silicone adhesive, and then I'm also going to go around the seams here to seal it in and try to make a half decent, neat job of it. Okay, so I tried using that trowel thing, but it turns out using it, if you don't mind using your finger, it's actually a lot better. Yeah, so it's not the prettiest job you'll ever see, but we are amateurs, as I keep saying. Ooh. Getting bloody Sikaflex on the camera. Oh, it's not too bad. That annoyed me. So that screw, we put it in, but it didn't go in all the way. And then really quickly, the head of that screw, sort of the metal worn away, and now that is stuck. So that is a permanent feature, which is really frustrating. I've had these pliers trying to pull that screw out, but no, that is a permanent feature, unfortunately. We've already checked to see if it impacts that lifting up, and it doesn't, luckily. But yeah, that is now going to cure for the next 24 hours, and then happy days, fan is done. Alright, so that was the fan. So yeah, we've been putting that one off for a long time because, you know, cutting a hole in a roof is a very big deal. And, you know, when we were like two complete amateurs and you don't really have a clue what you're doing, and you know, you go off YouTube videos to like learn step by step. Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking, but happy with that. Once that's cured, I'll get some water up there and check the seals, make sure nothing's leaking. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, before it does rain and, you know, we find out later.
Well, it's in now. That's what we can do now.
Yeah, that was cool. That was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. It was a lot of struggling with that. But you know, it's all part of the process, it's all good fun. Alright, I hope you liked that one, and give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe, and then I'll see you on the next one. Bye.